Please rise. You may be seated. Ready? Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it for forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, the whole thing's kind of weird, right? You're standing on a stage, looking fancy, holding flowers, and being stared at by pretty much everyone who's ever meant anything to you in the past 20-something years. So why do we do this? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, the one universal truth, that no matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. That's why you both are standing here. That's why you all are here to watch them stand here. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad or disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. And that brings them here, a time to pause, look back, and smile at all the moments that brought them here, and time to look ahead at all the moments that are still to come. I'm here, we're all here, because we want those moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like saying, I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments. Things like falling asleep next to each other, making dinner together, spending holidays with your family, binge watching Netflix shows, getting a big hug when you get home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try to explain it. That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. But trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in different ways, and even though love can look different from one person to the other, we all know it when we see it, and we see it here. You two fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. And whatever variation of vows you make, whether it's the traditional for better or for worse, or something original, the basic premise behind them all is that you're vowing to be there for each other no matter what. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of. So Thomas, please share the promises you're making to Haeley.
Please hold. Hey. Love you. I always will. Promise to see you. And I won't ever stop looking. I promise that I will earn you every day of my life. I'll make you proud to stand next to me. I hear you, and I'll never stop listening. I'll hold you sacred in my life. I'll give no one else the space in my heart that's yours. I'll never hide myself from you. I'll love you, Haeley. On your worst day and through mine, I'll remember all the things that make you smile. My tea game will remain ever on point. I'll be the softest place to lay your head and put down your worries at night. I promise each day I'll try to be my best self for you. I'll never forget how lucky I am to have you. So those are my promises to you. And if you'll have me, just say the words, and I will not let you down.
Haeley, please make the promises to Thomas.
Tom, I see these vows not only as promises, but as privileges. I feel that I'm lucky to be able to give you the best that I have to offer every day. I promise that I will always strive for improvement, both for myself and as a partner for you. I promise to love you without reservation. I promise to never lose sight of you, that I will look to you first and always make you and our relationship my highest priority. I promise to consider your feelings as if they were my own and always assume your best intentions. I promise you my devotion, honesty, understanding, respect, support, and love. I promise to always be game for our next adventure and to at least try my very best to be ready for it on time. I promise to always laugh at your dad jokes. I promise to always dream bigger. And I promise to remember to choose you every single day the same way I'm choosing you now.
You both have chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises you've just made to each other. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago deep inside the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface where someone dug them up. Metal was then liquefied in a furnace of 1,000 degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where once was nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that. Put that on her finger. Place this on his finger. You've created something invaluable. And just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident you'll protect the commitments that you've made to each other here today. Tom, Haeley, and their children, Donovan, Finnegan, Aislinn, and Eamon, have chosen to include a unity ritual as a visual representation of the new family they've created here today. Would like to join each other by the table? As you can see, each of them has chosen a different color. The glass beads are in individual vessels that symbolize Tom's, Haeley's, and the children's lives before this day. Individual, unique, and special. As they each pour their individual colors of glass into the single vessel, you can see the beautiful and unique pattern that has formed. Like the glass beads, the marriage and family that they have now created is a beautiful and unique blending of the individuals that make up that marriage and family. And when you think about it, family is more than the sum of its parts. A family is made of small traditions and big ones. It's dinner on Tuesday or a lazy Saturday morning. Family is also the unique and complex dynamics of brothers, sisters, mother and father, husband and wife. Family are these bonds one and all together. A happy family is a product of these bonds that we forge and which hold a family together. If you'd like to be seated. These many individual glass beads will be melted into a single sculpture, a symbol of the bond of this new family. Once the glasses come together, it can never again be separated back into the individual colors. So are these individual lives, forever blended and intertwined. So would you like to join hands, please? So here you are, poised to start that amazing adventure we call marriage. Here is what I wish for you as you start this new adventure. May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements a marriage should bring. May you need one another, but not from weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you look for things to praise, often say, I love you, and take no notice of small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving each other. And now, having declared your intent to marry, exchange the vows that bind you together and the rings that symbolize those promises you've made to each other. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor and privilege to present to you for the very first time, Thomas and Haeley Curry. Congratulations.